Hello, this is Phil, the Think Director, and I want to talk to you about the tower of a successful parent that's built on four different columns. Without going into a lot of background, we're going to talk about strength, compassion, energy, and faith. We need those four to be a successful parent. So how do I get strength? In all of these, it takes public involvement and private involvement times working on that character trait, that strength character trait, which gives me an outcome. So let's go through these one at a time. When I think of strength, how do I build it? I need public events. When I go through life and things happen, my strength is built. And then I need private resolve. And when I take those public events, the things that happen, the circumstances that we go through, and the personal resolve, we build strength. And that strength leads to victories. So it's shown and developed through events in relation to our community and our personal lives, and in a personal resolve with the outcome of victory. When I think of strength, I think of the character of John Wayne. In all the movies, John Wayne comes in as the strong man. There's a problem. They have to work through the problem. He's got the resolve to do it, and at the end, they come to a victory. As parents, we go through that over and over and over. We develop strength. It doesn't just happen. We don't just get it because we're a parent, but we build it. Next, think about compassion. Compassion is shown and developed through involvement in the lives of our community and in personal change with an outcome of motivation. So compassion is again built. It's a character trait that I may have picked up from my parents or other people who've invested in me through involvement. It might be church involvement, or it could be involvement in school, it can be involvement in the neighborhood, but I get involved. I think about others, and I work on my own private personal change. When those two things happen, compassion is built, a love motivation, and I get the right motivation. Because there's times, let's face it, our kids are going to test us. And if we don't love them, if we don't have compassion, we're going to lose ground. We're not going to be motivated to work it out. I need the strength to stand through it and get to victory, but I need compassion to keep me motivated along the path. When I think of compassion, I think of Batman. Well, why do I think of Batman? Well, Batman, if you know his history, his parents were killed when he was young. And then he grows up, and because he has a compassion for the city, he doesn't want other people to lose their parents, he goes out and becomes Batman and adopts Robin, who's a fatherless kind of a waif, and then Batgirl, who's a fatherless niece of his butler. So he takes on others with compassion. His motivation is compassion. So we kind of got to be like Batman, get ourselves involved, personally change ourselves, and then our motivation builds more and more into compassion. The next thing I need is energy. I may be strong, but I have to have the energy to get up and go around. Just a minute ago, I popped up and went into another room and came back, and I said, man, I've got some energy right now. Well, I work out to build that energy. Right? Remember, there's private and public. At times, that character becomes our outcome. So how do I build energy? I build energy by having a support group around. I need motivation. I need enthusiasm. I need encouragement around me, other people that I'm connected to who are around me on a regular basis. And then my own personal meditation and prayer. However you do your meditation and prayer, you need meditation and prayer. You need to be building that private energy when nobody else is around. You're stoking up that energy that keeps you going as a parent so that you have enthusiasm. Your kids need enthusiasm. You need enthusiasm. People around you need enthusiasm. You ain't got to make it as a parent. When I think of energy, who's my guy? Iron Man. He gets a new heart, right? And there's a conversion that happens with Iron Man. He was a warmonger who gets a new heart, gets new energy, and then becomes enthusiastic and has always got the power to get things done. Lastly, that fourth column of a successful parent is faith. Faith is shown and developed through close partnership and application of new learning with outcome of appropriation. So energy might come from groups and support groups, but faith comes from partnership. Maybe it's my partner that I live with. Maybe it's the partner who's the other side of this child and we've been divorced or separated. Maybe my partner is a parent. Maybe my partner is a pastor. Maybe my partner is somebody who's just a great friend. But there's close, intimate partnership that invests in me and believes in me. And then I pick up new learning. I'm constantly looking for new learning because faith looks out into the future, sees what hasn't come yet, and appropriates it, takes action to bring it into being. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of Christian faith or Jewish faith or anything like that. I'm going to talk about just our normal faith that goes out and sees beyond what's going on out there and says, I'm going to appropriate, I'm going to do what it takes to bring that into existence in my child's life. My child's struggling at school. I'm going to go talk to that teacher, and I have faith that that teacher is going to do what the right thing to do. And I may have to get partners involved, and I'm going to have to learn some new things, but I'm going to appropriate that for my child. And when I think about faith, I think about Gandalf. Gandalf and that whole Lord of the Rings trilogy and stories and everything. He's the guy who comes in at the moment when everybody else is about to fall apart and brings encouragement. And then they get their faith, they get their vision of what they can do next, and they stand up and go to the task and get it done. We need those kind of people as parents. We need to appropriate their strength, and then we need to take our faith and go out and appropriate for our family, for our situation, for our community. These 4 items, right? That's a really busy screen when you look at all of that together. But just remember that strength and compassion and energy and faith. Let's go back to this simple screen. These 4 help us as parents get done what we need to get done on behalf of our family, on behalf of our children, on behalf of ourselves. We need it for us. We need it for our children. We need it for ourselves. So as we go through different lessons talking about parenting, kind of keep these in the back of your mind. Go, do I have the strength for this moment? Is my motivation compassion? Can I get the victory through my strength? Do I have the energy, the enthusiasm to get up and go after it? And do I have faith that looks beyond what I see today and appropriates it for my family, for my kids, for myself? Think about that as we go through our lessons. Consider all 4 of those as if these heroes are surrounding you. But who's the real hero? You are the real hero as a parent because you're involved, because you're committed, because you're looking for strength, you're looking for compassion, you're looking for that energy and that enthusiasm. You're appropriating that faith and appropriating on behalf of your family and your children. You're the hero. It's not just that John Wayne and Iron Man and Batman and Gandalf are heroes. You're the hero. So consider yourself surrounded by other parents also who are heroes in their own right, and be that hero for your family.